try and get this shit started. I got, as always, Immortal Tiger with me. Hi to people.
Hi, people.
And we're gonna build a prison. Now, I know this game isn't new and oh my god! I did some practice rounds and yeah. This is what they've given us. It's one you can play in the game. This was my first one, and small, and then I kind of went big, and this one I'm kind of proud of. Only way in and out is a gigantic maze, so if they mess up at all, they're stuck there. There's no way to survive it. There's no way to get out of it. There's one path into the actual holding cells, and then after that is a maze. So I select that door, and if they try to escape, gigantic maze. As you can tell, moats and snipers surround the entire place. But that was when I started earlier, but on with the show. We're going to build one from scratch because hell yes. And we're going to have a regular warden because plain and simple. First, you always have to build your foundation. And if you do this, you know, just make it well, fuck. Because there's already a structure thing there. And they want to be very angry people about it. So we're just going to do this and anyway. So this right here would be like the waiting room area. And that way the staff is always away from the actual prisoners. You don't really want them together. And, you know, obvious reasons you don't want your warden, you know, shanked whenever he's doing his warden shit. Now, if you build it up good enough, yes, you can basically have an electric chair and electrocute the hell out of people. And although it might sound like fun, don't do it. Don't be a dick. God, I gotta stop cussing. I want to try and get picked up by YouTube, and I can't cuss because YouTube, you know, cause though. I will go back to doing Oh Sir. I just wanted to take a little bit of a break from it, and I've been playing a lot of Red Dead and other games. I've been a bad boy. So we're gonna do this tonight, and every so often we'll come back to this. You know, keep up with our prisoners, and hopefully we don't get a dick like Holden. Because we played the game before, and Holden was a complete prick. He was hard and difficult to deal with. We're gonna put normal doors in, because well, and yeah, I know this is PlayStation. I know that you're like, why am I playing PlayStation all the time? Don't I have other things like the Switch and everything? And I'm thinking about going to the Switch and doing stuff. You know, it's not that hard, but I guess just let me know what you think in the comments, because I don't really have that many Switch games. And then you would do, let's see, first things first, let's get the waiting room done. That or... No, there's better be reception because I don't want the waiting room the first thing they see. That would be a bad thing. We don't want that. Sorry, my joystick's all messed up right now. I'm ordering a new part, so it'll be here soon. And I guess this can be visitation. Motherfucker, I put a foundation down there. I guess they want to put another foundation down, which does not help me at all, does it, guys? Oh well. If I just put another wall in, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Add another $9 to pay for free shipping. So either pay $30 with no shipping or $25 with shipping. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Trying to handle things, but hey. Alright. Okay. Well, if they do, then I'll just delete the wall and there we go, we'll cancel that. And you know what? Cancel that. Because there's no prisoners here right now, so why not, right? Wow. Alright. We'll go here, and we'll go over enough to put a little dent in the hallway. That path will lead to another hallway, but let's see, that's the end of that, and make enough room where they can go down. Okay. And this will lead to the staff area. Because playing ahead is better than not. Okay, game. Wow, that was not what I meant to do, guys. I mean, I do have a company, but I kind of shut it down, so. Do this. Alright. And the good thing about this is, whenever you do decide to do the rooms, if you want to do just a really quick room, and it saves you a lot of time. It really does. So you can go here and let's see, quick rooms should be here. Let's say if I just wanted to build an office for all my staff, right? Go over to, there's a lot to choose from, by the way. So don't be saying, oh my god, whenever you see half of this shit, because it's, there you go. And then line the walls up. And let's see. I need one for the chief, one for the... I need about 5 rooms that's not the warden's office. So... basically... you're looking at like someone that's in charge of the janitors, someone that's in charge of all the security, and I'm just trying to screw this stuff left and right, guys. I'm very sorry. Let's see here. I think that's all we need right now, because oh, look at that. The visitation room is done. Like right now, I'm just more worried about getting some stone. Like this right here will need to be concrete, because it's a prison, people. We can't have them saying they can get through it all, right? Immortal, I trust you, hon. Okay, we're still saving more money, because tax on 30 bucks is still more than 26. Alright. And the quick rooms get built pretty fast, see? And I only have 8 workers right now. And then whenever you go to this, you actually have to assign the rooms. So if you can't find it in here, don't worry, okay? Just go to prison running, hire staff, your staff, all that. You have to do it all step by step by step. So don't worry about all that, because it'll get there. It will. It just takes time. Contain cell chapel. Office. Oh, it's our label's office. Oh, alright. Here comes the fun part. I like to put these in a building so they can actually clean it. You don't have to do that. You don't. But I just like to, because it makes it look really neat and tidy. And I'm kind of a dick in OCD. So sorry to watch this. So probably giving this tutorial for no reason. But I hope you guys are doing okay with all this COVID shit, because I give a fuck. I'm not gonna say, oh, buy my shit, because I don't have anything to buy. I'm not gonna be like, hey, you, subscribe. You're gonna... Rooms, and we want this to be visitation. Because, well... Just a wall. Just a wall. There we go. Now they're able to way into the visitation without there being visitation. When all that gets built, that's where the power and water are going to go. Because if you enclose it, they do have to clean it. That's an unfortunate side effect of it all. But usually I keep the warden in the middle of the prison, just because I like having it tidy. But I'm going to keep this at a reasonable time and then do part 2 tonight, or part... Alright guys, if you have any questions about it, I mean, no one's on, obviously, because it's, you know, 4 in the morning, well, almost 5 actually, but this is what happens whenever, you know, you can't sleep. But hey, I'm gonna stay up with you guys until I annoy the piss out of you, and then demo walls. Watch this. Now it's all smooth and well, fuck. We'll try this. Wow. Nice. Alright guys. I really hope you're enjoying this. I do. Look at me use my phone's internet. Alright guys, I'm back. We're gonna do the power and stuff right now, because yes. And always leave room, because you gotta build wires and all that crap behind it. And now, I understand you guys might be confused by this one, but just work with me on it, okay? Always have to have it. Connected there, and another waiting room has to have this and this. All That should be a good enough grid for that. Visitation, I understand you need one. And the hallway needs it. Now, you don't really have to do this, you know, intricate kind of grid. You can just basically be a complete idiot about it and not care. I'm kind of a stickler though, so I'm gonna, you know, do everything I can. And I mean a big ass boo-boo and put dirt walls everywhere, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. And let's see, is that it? Yep, that's it. It's concrete. Alright, there's doors there. Doors there. That's the waiting room. Alright. Now, to make lights, it's going to be kind of weird. Alright. Down here, there's filter by room. Alright. And you have to go to all. And you have to go all the way to light bulbs. Now, that might not seem like a bunch of hard work at first, but to figure that out was kind of a nightmare. I struggled a lot with it when I first started, which is kind of embarrassing, but again, I'm kind of different. So we're just gonna put them all right there, and the hallway will have right across the street from it. So, because we like lights. Alright. And that should light up quite a lot of things. That's your gauge. And that's all the way red. It's a bad, bad thing. But you also have capacitors that you can put on it. So I wouldn't really worry too hard about it. And yeah, Immortal Attacker is right. You can fast forward by holding down your time and doing that, and you know, it is fun. She likes watching the workers zoom around, like speeding Sungalis, and you know, no cares given in the world. And there you go, lights are on. Yeah, and when you do trap in them, they do freak out. And then, see there, it says, my power station is overloaded. See? So what we do is, we hit pause. So nothing happens in the prison. Power. And there's the capacitors. So there. And I think 4 should do it for now. Just because we don't have much. And yeah, there's the power. Like you can see obviously that, you know, these wires are not connected. And then light bulb. And when they go in there, yeah, it'll. In reception, if you go to objects, they will tell you what is needed in that room. Yeah, I showed them how the rooms. And so far, that's what it looks like. If you don't have a light bulb in there, that's what happens. So it's and one capacitor went down to this. So when we do get the whole prison started, that'll be a good sign. Be warned though, they like to learn, and the sooner they learn, the better. Because then you can have jobs, and they bitch if they don't have it. Yeah, the prisoners will bitch if they don't have it. They also want a regiment that makes it where they're not in their jail cell the entire time. So if you want to be a complete dick, yeah, you can do that. You can. I'm not going to say don't, but it is your prison, so you run it how you want. But if you do go a little overboard, they will bitch. They will whine. They will complain. And we'll make... Oh yeah, if they get pissy enough, they will fight. She is right. They will. Alright. And this room will be the chapel, because... they want religion. And... I'm not gonna... not let them have that. I'm not a complete dick. Now, I always leave this up here for the yard. That way it's not, you know, completely all just... Yeah, there was a prison that I made that... Well, that me and her made. That was in the middle of the yard, and the warden watched from legitimately his office. He was legitimately watching over the prisoners like he was the principal of a school. And they were actually happy with it. We didn't really have any fights in the prison yard at all. I think the only thing we actually had issues with was one of the security officers didn't like what was going on, and he got bribed, and we caught him being bribed and fired him. And then the other prisoners, you know, killed him. So this game is not for children. As long as you keep it the minimal security guys, I guess the kids will be okay with it. But if you go any higher, they can get kind of ridiculous. And again, just speed it up and it makes it go a lot faster. There's no real consequence to that because, you know, there's no prisoners here. But once you get prisoners, you don't really want to fast forward that much at all. Yeah, she's right. You can't really stop bad things from happening once the prisoners are in. It's kind of like on a whim. You can't really say, hey, look, we're gonna have some fun and you fuckers aren't gonna do anything bad. Stop cussing. See, I don't really care if you cuss. My daughter's first word was the F word. I really do not care if you guys cuss, but apparently YouTube does. I don't know why they care. I mean, Because they're lame doesn't mean they don't have knowledge of intelligence. And then just see if you line it all up nice and neat. Yeah, it looks... Just remember that whenever you do something like that, it... Let's see. There we go. And this is the chapel. See how I didn't do a quick room? At that point, you go to rooms. Chapel. And make this entire area chapel.
Make sure it's very important. Don't get the doorway in the name.
Yeah, don't get the doorway in the name. It'll fuck up everything.
It took us forever to figure that out.
Yeah, we really just went into it blind and we shouldn't have. Hit square and it'll tell you everything you need. Pews, player mats, and an altar. Prayer mat, not player mats. Jesus. Objects. And here's what you do. You can hit square and it'll go by all that and then filter by room. See that? And you can go like this and that should be enough. I'm going to give him a lot of space because, well, because even though I want to make the joke, I shouldn't, but social distancing. Alright. That should be enough for a starting prison. I'm not gonna lie, because when you start out, you don't want more than 10. We have up to 30 in one, and it runs pretty smooth. But again, that's a lot of people to manage. It's a lot more than you think in this game. Is he really angry about not being able to go outside? Wow. You know what? We're going to do a little bit more because I'm and the fence will be perimeter fence, and I always do perimeter fence in the yard because, well, wow. We're gonna just do this and make it here, and then demolish this right here. And then once that gets done, I'm gonna shut part 1 down and do part 2. When we get back, we will make the holding cell, the warden's office, and the showers. I'm gonna, you know, start hiring staff here in a bit because security guards will be needed soon. And once you place them in their office, they'll stay there. They won't move out of that office. And it'll go from, like, saying office to, like, head, chief's office, foreman's office, you know, stuff like that. And you need everything. You need the accountant. You need, here, I'll show you. Before we get into any of this, it's prison running, staff, hire staff. That's the people who do your working. That's the guard that makes sure your prisoners don't be a dick. You need these to legitimately cook all the food like usual. This is the warden. All the wardens are different. They all do certain things and special stuff. So, just to show you guys, yeah, I kept a normal warden that comes right off the bat. I didn't use one of the special ones because not everyone's gonna buy it and be like, I'm buying the DLC, bitches. I'd rather just show you what you get with the main core of the game. But after that, you need a janitor. You need a gardener because I have grass. You need one of them. A chief is important to have it for all your guards. A foreman is important for all the workers. A psychiatrist is good to have, but you don't really need it until you get the bigger guys. This person is the accountant. They're necessary. They legitimately save you money left and right. Psychologist isn't really needed until much later, but you need the lawyer because if one of your people get hurt, one of your prisoners get hurt, you can be sued, and your jail will lose money. So they're necessary. But when we get back, we'll finish reception, finish visitation, get some cells built up in here, and make the classroom down here. In fact, fuck it, because no, not yet. I need 10 inmates. But when we get back, we'll get it ready anyway, because and I'm thinking maybe I might make it this big. Because I'm awesome like that. And it says 13. Let's make it 15 meters because we want a decent sized classroom so they get an education. Alright. When they get done, I'll close it off and start part 2 immediately. Just so you guys can hear my annoying voice and put up with my ass for a few parts. Alright. Save on, slot 3. Alright guys. This has been Mandalore Red. Remember guys, don't fear that game over.